Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a great week so far. All I can say to you is my makeup is an absolute disgrace today. I don't know what to tell you. I can only apologise. And I know that lots of you are going to be very kind and say you look great, but if you could see me up close, let me tell you. Anyway, I don't know if you guys are even remotely interested in this, but who can say? Who can say? I don't know. If you're not interested, we'll never do this again. Let me just say that. But I signed up to Influencer, I want to say a year ago, maybe around that mark, maybe 12, 18 months ago. It's fairly new to the UK. I know it's been going a long time in the US, but you could only recently, fairly recently in the last 18 months or so. I feel like I'm just making this all up, honestly, but more recently we have had it in the UK. We've been able to sign up to it and potentially get VoxBoxes. Influencer, if you don't know, is a website where you basically review makeup, and you can also answer surveys and you can follow people, you can upload photos. There's a lot going on there. It's like a whole beauty community. By the way, this really sounds sponsored. It's not. I don't think they know I exist, but I'm just trying to explain it. But it really sounds sponsored, but it isn't. Just so you know. So I signed up to that under the premise that you could get free makeup. I must have either signed up for it about the same time I started my YouTube channel or slightly before. I can't remember. I've lost my train of thought. So as well as all of that, they choose a select number of people who are on their website, people who are subscribed, to receive VoxBoxes. And what a VoxBox is a box containing free products. So they send them out to a certain number of people every once in a while, and then you review the product in exchange for a review of the product. So brands presumably give Influencer some of their product free, usually new releases, so they can get loads and loads of reviews going on their website when they're releasing new products. So that's how it works. When I signed up, I was very skeptical, and I was doing it for months and months. I was doing everything. I was trying to get my score. You have basically a like score of how effective or how active you are on the website, and I was trying really hard to get badges. There's all different extra things that you can do to boost your score. I was following everybody. I was doing as many reviews as I could do. I was putting photos up. I was trying really hard. And then I started to read a lot about, you know, people would post saying, has anyone ever got a VoxBox? What do you have to do? How long have you been on the site before you got your first VoxBox? And it just started to seem like I'm never getting one of these. I am never getting one. I feel deflated. Is it a scam? Does anyone ever really get one of these? Like, how much work do you actually have to put in for how long to get a VoxBox? It just seemed like an impossible task. And then probably a couple of months ago now, I got an email from them saying that I had been selected for potentially receiving a VoxBox. So the first email I got was no guarantee. It was like, you've been selected, like shortlisted basically for the VoxBox. I was then asked to fill in a short survey. It was about whether I understood that I would need to fill in a survey after I received the products. It was all just kind of this like, would I do that? Would I be happy to do this? And it's a very short survey to see if I was like best suited. Probably things like age, who lives in my household, our income, all this kind of standard survey stuff to see if I was a good fit for the product. So I got that a few months ago, and then completely forgot about it because I heard nothing. Literally for weeks and weeks I heard nothing, presumed I hadn't been selected. And then I got a second email about 3 weeks ago saying you're in, and it said you are going to receive the VoxBox from OPI, which is the nail polish company that, if you don't know, I'm obsessed with. Got it on my fingers. Got literally about 10 or 12 of their nail polishes on the go at the moment. I'm obsessed with them, so I was like very flippin' excited. So it arrived this morning. It's sitting just here behind me on my counter, and I thought maybe you guys are interested in this. I don't know how exciting this is. I was excited about it. I don't know if you know about Influenster, if you've been signed up, but I thought it might be helpful to share with you my info and my tips and tricks to get a VoxBox, what's involved in having one, what's actually in my VoxBox, and all that stuff, all of the tea on a VoxBox. Now, the first thing to note is that obviously I have a lot more followers on YouTube than the average person who would be on Influenster, who would just be a consumer. So most people on Influencer won't have a YouTube channel, won't necessarily have a huge following on Instagram. You can obviously, but most people on there, they're just average consumers who are really into makeup, love makeup, and would love to receive free makeup. What you get on Influencer is a score. So you can link your other accounts so they can see, it's called an impact score, and they can see how many followers you've got. So if you repost your box, for example, then how impactful is that repost going to be? Now, my YouTube account has nearly 24,000 followers and my Instagram has nearly 3,000. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please help me out. I'm dying a death over there. It is extremely high. I literally gain like 1 follower a month, and I'm just desperate to get to 10,000 so I can put links to products so I can actually be helpful and useful to you guys. But you can't do that until you hit 10,000. So if you don't follow me there, please follow me on Instagram so I can actually link stuff for you guys and help you out a bit more, because that's very frustrating. Anywho, all of those numbers, so all 24,000 of my YouTube subscribers and all 3,000 of my Instagram subscribers count towards my impact score. So obviously however many reviews you do, however many posts you make, however active you are on Influencer, you are never going to have as high an impact score as someone like myself who has all of those followers, because that like immediately gives me like thousands and thousands and thousands of points that you're going to spend your whole life trying to work towards getting. And I have heard that is the rumour, is that all they care about, doesn't matter how active you are, they only care about your impact score, because obviously the brands want their products to be reposted to as many people as possible. So if you are like grafting your butt off over there, filling every form in, doing 500 reviews a day, putting up 68 photos a week, you know, following every single person who exists on there, and you've been doing it for months and months and months of feeling really disheartened, I mean, it's only my guess, but I would suggest that you consider whether it's worth it, because if that's true, if it is the case that they're only going to send VoxBoxes out to those with the highest impact score, with when people have, you know, thousands and thousands of Instagram followers, for example, then I don't want you guys to be like wasting your time and effort thinking it's about the more effort you put in, which I think is the vibe they try to give out, but I'm not sure if I believe it. I feel like that's just to get as much action on their website as possible, and I think ultimately they're a business, and the brands that are using the business to get as much promotion out of it as possible, they're not silly, and they are going to want to send the VoxBoxes out where they think the most people are going to see the products. So just consider that before you spend like your whole life just on Influencer and you're never going to get a box, because that doesn't seem to be the way it works. It's just my guess. So anyway, here is the box of goods that I got sent. My first thing that I've noticed, I've just opened this, and it is not what I was told I was going to get. Where's my phone? It's behind me. It's hiding. So in the email I got from them, I was told that I'd be receiving an Infinite Shine Primer. Instead, I have the Start to Finish Base Coat, Top Coat and Strengthener. I would also be receiving 2 nail polishes from the Tokyo collection and an Infinite Shine gloss. So I have a primer, but like a different primer. I don't have a gloss, and then I have 3 of the polishes. So I have Rice Baby, which ironically I already own, which is really annoying. I wish I had got 3 that I didn't own, but at the same time it's like one of my all-time favourite shades, so I can't really be mad at it, to be honest, because it's a beautiful, perfect pinky mauve shade. Then I got the shade How Does Your Zen Garden Grow? And this is what I thought was so exciting about I would never have ever bought this. This is like a lime pastel green type of shade. I never would have bought this, but I 100% use this now and push myself out of my comfort zone with my polishes and maybe discover a new love which is very exciting. And this is the shade All Your Dreams in Vending Machines. I gotta love their names, which is a hot pinky purpley shade. Lots of iridescence in there by the looks of it. So again, something I probably would never ever have bought by myself. So I'm really excited to try those totally different shades to what I already own. This is just telling you to log on to your Influenster profile and check out what you need to do now, test out your product, write the reviews and post on Instagram. So this is just kind of a little card showing you what the hashtags are to use and stuff. So now what it says I have to do is I use the products, try them out, and then on the app there is a campaign and I have to complete the mandatory post box survey. So there's a mandatory survey that will be sent to me to fill in. The rest is up to you. Obviously they want you to post reviews, they want you to share it, they want you to post pictures on Instagram, and I'll do all that because I think it's obviously only fair when they've sent me their products in good faith that I will do that, but they will be obviously honest reviews. So if I don't like them, the reviews will say that. But yeah, I'll certainly post pictures and all of that stuff in return for obviously all of the free nail polishes, which I think is a very, very good deal. But yeah, so basically the more you do, the more of the things in the campaign that you do, so the sharing photos, the writing reviews, following OPI on Instagram I think is one of them. So yeah, all of those things that you do will earn you points, and it will apparently help you the more you do to get in your next VoxBox. I don't know how likely that is, I don't know if that's true, but I will keep you posted. If I do everything on here, we'll see, wait and see if I ever get another one. So there you have it. I hope you found this helpful or interesting. I'd love to know if you've used Influenster, if you have ever got a VoxBox. Let us know how active you are on the site, let us know how you feel like you were chosen and why, and what you got. That'd be really interesting for us to know. And also if you've been on there working your butt off and you've never ever got a single thing, that'd be quite interesting to know for us as well, whether we continue using the site, whether it works for you, whether you think it's good or not. So there you have it. I hope you found this interesting and I would love to see you in a future video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.